The Prince of Darkness mod for CK3 is quite unique to me because despite the fact that it is one of the largest mods, I've never actually played it, casually or otherwise. As it turns out, I've been missing out because this mod not only adds entirely new systems and mechanics, but also new races and unique portraits. There's also a whole underground lore here. See, when you're looking at the map, you're not actually looking at the map as we know it. We're looking at the realms of the underworld. The human stuff is still going on, the Mongols are still invading, and you get those events that pop up. We've even got recognizable characters like Helen of Troy or Subutai. Their entire mythos has been reimagined to put them into this sort of undead state. The best way for me to show off this mod is to dive straight in. If you want to see more of this mod, if you've come out of this video wanting more, I would love to revisit it. There are so many bookmark characters, all of them with unique events and scripting, and I'm so excited to play more of that. So if that's something you want to see, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I know nothing about this mod. I got no clue. There's Helen of Troy around. If I click this button, there's this weird dude wearing a gimp mask. There's so many different clans and playable characters. It's really overwhelming. Youngest of the clan of vampires, and there's like a mix between purely fictitious, but then also some are like inspired by. There's Mithras, for example, which is like the whole Persian Roman god thing. And Dionysus is here, but he's not looking like a party. You flip over here, you got guys like Carl who are hunting this lot. You got demons, that's a straight up wolf. Just how to try to believe the only way to heal guys to kill every human on the planet. Okay. Got the more extreme side of just the world. This is impossible. Why is it impossible, but like, question mark? Are you a cat? You're a cat. This might have the most flavor of any CK3 mod, and I've never played it, and that's a crime. Who's got Sicilian close relationship with the fairy folk? Oh my god, already not very numerous due to the cave lions. Hang on. One lord of the fairy took special interest in them, however, and started hunting them down. With many wanting you dead, and the other bastard thinking you long gone, the very survival of your tribe is a lot at stake. Okay. I'd love to play that, mainly because it says it's the hardest one, but I am gonna stick to, like, the titular vampires. Who to play as, though? So, Helen of Troy over here. It looks like she found shelter and love in Carthage, and then she betrayed her adopted home to the Latins, so gonna make sure we get rid of her no matter what. And in fact, there's Menelaus of Sparta, who has since been plotting a destruction. Their conflict spanned millennia. And then this one, I need to kill Menelaus. I don't want to fight as someone who is, you know, on the side of the Romans. There's tribunes? Well, no one says I have to play as just one character. Let's just dive in as this guy, as Mithras, and then we'll see what the other ones have to offer. Dive in. I've heard a lot of good things about this mod, and I don't know why I've never played it. Maybe because I think it's going to be a hard sell for, like, YouTube purposes, but I don't know. I think it's going to be fun. Because here's the thing. When you're playing on YouTube videos, like, obviously you want to make content you want to make, but also you have to understand the algorithm. And the further, like, think, like, CK3 is... We'll talk about that in a second. CK3 is a big, like, group. And then the more you narrow it down, the fewer views you'll get. But that's not necessarily true. Anyway, I don't care. Unfortunately, this is my full-time job. Rent is not going to get paid this now. I'm going to do what I want, and I want to play this game. I wanted to play this mod since I met, I believe, and I can't for the life of me remember his name, and I feel so bad about that, the mod creator at a CK3 event. Yeah, it's an overhaul of the base game. Let's have a look. Let's talk about the main vampire dynamics. Oh, boy. Oh, wow. Oh, I like how everything's a little bit darker. Hey, Kind Mod, give me the same, like vibe as this. That'd be cool. Give me some smoke effects. Not permanently, just temporary, like this. And then tender your resignation, because I'm pretty sure you'll hate that. First note, as a vampire, you're immortal. Cool. You won't die of old age, but being put to the torture decapitated will still end your unlife. I've got to make so many videos on this, man. This seems so cool. Legends are a core part of the gameplay. All right, let's see. The beast is a literal manifestation of your inner monstrosity on one of your worst foes. Managing your stress is paramount. Okay. If we abdicate, then we become feral. Sure. Then we have blood hunger and exposure. Okay. Okay, the World of Darkness is a universe running for more than 30 years now with hundreds of books and other media covering it. In our world, several factions of supernatural creatures are interacting below the surface, creating an underworld full of intrigues and stories. Let's just dive in. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I am this guy, the Baronies of Avalon. I have soldiers. I have money. Okay. I can go on a journey. Ooh, that man is in hell. My grandfather is in hell. How far back can I go? Cain the Dark Father. Cain predates history. So I think the whole idea is that Cain kills Abel, and that's like the father of the vampires. Well, this is really cool. Look at this guy. All right. Let's see. So we are Mithras, the Lord of Light. So we are the Conqueror of Britain, the son and bringer of light, May his godhood transcend the curse and bring us salvation. Huh. Skilled tactician, holy warrior, warrior of the faith. We're a vampire. Cannot heal naturally. Whoa. Ventru. Feeding restriction. Okay. We aren't able to feed on... We can't feed on anyone apart from the very specific patch mortals. Okay. We have to choose our preferred type of prey. Sure. Lords. Regal, commanding, aristocratic. Okay. Dominate, fortitude, presence, potence, quietus, animalism. Auspex, celerity. Protein number 4th generation. So this is our masquerade. So that's exposure. High levels exposure is more likely in deadlier events where the Inquisition targets you. All right. So we've got to think we're undercover a little bit. Blood potency 5. Oh god. I'm gonna ignore all that. I can hunt in my capital. Let's give that a go. So that's the health track. Go on let's hunt. Let's just see. What am I looking for? Peasants, diplomats, warriors. But what's the specific type? Whoa! Advanced presence, summon. There's a lot going on here, lads. Mithras's Praetorians. What the hell is that? I don't want to disband them. I've got a hideout. Oh, this is cool as hell. Haven defense, military quarters. Reveal yourself to the Vatican is crazy. You'll be forever infamous and disgrace. So if I go there, I just go, hey, guys, by the way, this unprecedented breach of the masquerade will have massive world-changing consequences. So I can walk up and be like, vampires exist. Obviously, I'll immediately be killed. That's really funny. So I want to try and transcend, apparently. Okay, let's... Are these just... Yeah, these are just normal ones here. Choleric resonance. Bro, I don't even know what is going on. I don't feel like I'm smart enough to understand what celerity is. Potence. Vicissitude. It's like I'm reading it. What that? Okay, necromancy. My head hurts. My eyes. So I was going to, like, learn the mod first and pick a character, but I thought, why not bring you along the journey? I think that would be cool. So blood, sorcerer focus, presence focus. Let's go, like, physical vigor. That's something I understand. It's something I'm going to do. So this isn't like the overworld. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't like, what, 1230? What's that? John and Beyond, is it? Let's hunt. Let's just go hunting. We're going to hunt some peasants. Planning speed. Let's do that. Slake my thirst. It knows I'm using the Better Barbershop mod. Okay, I'll do that. That's creepy. What does my core look? Oh my god. Journeys in code 3's Okay, here we go. What kind of blood do you seek? Let's see. Son, age, and gender. I don't feel comfortable with this. Okay. I'm going to go for... Like, I think young men, because I feel like they're going to be, like, more of them. Like, think about it. The older they get in CK3, the less of them there are. So, young men. I can hunt other vampires? Hunting other vampires is kind of based. All right, I want vampires. But then doesn't that really mess up the whole under 30 thing? All right, we've got a special event. The Board God King of England. The Board. Nice. Retreating with his zealots. Hang on. Opposing the Roman god. He almost had the whole of Europe following his cult before Christianity drove him out. Retreating with the zealots to the land of the Brits, he quickly gathered power and grew bored of the pettiness of the place. Falling into torpor. Damn, okay. The Norman invasion destroyed his seat of power and forced him to awaken to restore order. 150 years later, he couldn't care less about England again. Many of his subjects have obtained de facto independence and plot his demise. Worse, Wales and Scotland are still upholding ancient cells of Druid and Nordic kindred. No one can really say if Mithras was once going to crush his opposition or let it fester on his nose. All hail the God King for now. So he's kind of just a little bit bored, isn't he? I already feel the sleep of ages creeping up in your soul. Damn. Recently, your old flame, Kendry of the Sethstites, have awaked again. Yeah, let's go. Let's bring our ex here. The Ephorate consists of the most powerful and influential Ventru clan elders. The Ephorate is divided but weakly dominated by the patricians. Okay, sure. We're strong united. Oh, I've got her back. Set's worst nightmare. The last daughter of Bisis that never broke. Her vengeance will one night consume everything, including herself. Good to know. Hey, look, there's the whole rather, it hasn't aged well, but you know, the hot crazy thing that was a popular thing for a while, like 10 years ago. All right. Aw, she's back and the unlife seems worth living again. That's cute. My god, man, she's 50 years older than you. Let's remake this land in our image. We unlocked a new timed major decision. I'm really concerned. Courts of Love is, okay, sure. Who's in Carthage these days? Duchy of Tunis. The living tragedy. Her life will be a myth. Her sorrow will be the entertainment of others. What is that? Why? Punic? There's Punics here. But why are you so sad? You're 6th generation. The clan curse is distracted by beauty on rare occasions. Damn. Okay, so you're just horny. Sure. Fits my feeding restrictions. Oh my god. Well, let's go. So my vassal's like, how upset are they? Because you seem like you hate me. Oh, you want to sit in the council? Okay, well, you should herdify a mortal. What is herdifying a mortal? Sure, let's do that. Let's herdify. Let's go for it. Okay, you've always claimed that Vedartha is your sire, which is true, but everyone assures its name to be an alias of Intruder himself, which isn't true. Oh no. I performed a diablerie on Forgotten Vampire. What does that mean? Heinous crime. You consume all the blood of a vampire, which results in the soul being consumed as well. Huh. You get new powers, increased blood potency. Well, I'm going to do that. So, you lose your diablerie secret. Well, my secret's already hidden enough. That's fine. Let them discover it. They'll discover there's several more I'm going to do. And I'm going to take the money for my wedding. Supplying speed is 10. Okay, so time reigning is 9 months. Sure. So there's some Canaanites here, and Nordozics and Auroras. I don't know what that is, but we're Mithridatism, right? That's our thing. Via Mithras. Ashen Faith. This is such a well done mod, man. It reads more like a book. Okay, this. We're gonna figure this out. Okay, and she's already cheating on us. That's crazy. Nah, she wouldn't disrespect me like that, I'm sure. Huh? What's this? The Mercians are raiding me. Well, time to put that to bed, hey? Okay, so what is this? Knights of the Blood. They're just knights. They counter, like cavalry, spearmen, sure. And what do you have here? You've got ghouls. All right, ghouls, and you have some vampires. What can I create? Order the Sable Rose, okay. Disgraced nobles. Mass embraced vampires. A pack of, what? Their blood is made them stronger than mortals, but they're new to their powers. Okay, versus Knights of the Blood, who are a lot better. And there's Knights of Avalon. Oh, these are, look at this, modeling themselves after the Knights of the Round Table. These honorable warriors have bound themselves to Mithras. The God King is tasked them with the slaying of various enemies. Let's grab some of those. They seem cool. They counter animate chimera fairy. It's bad when I don't know what they're countering because I don't understand it. That's not a good sign, is it? Do I only have the one holding? Okay. Let's raise our armies and let's go fight this lot. You're a different faith, right? Yes. And you're English. That's insane. This is disgusting. Condemned by most princes as thieves and troublemakers. They exist on the fringe of society. Rule Britannia, lads! Alright, let's see how we get on here. Taking him out. Now, let's have a little bit of... Wait, I can't raid. Why can you raid? Are the English raiders? What's my culture? Ugh, I'm English as well. My bad. Alright, Robert is my courtier, and he is a vampire. No, he's a mortal. I get to select who. Go on, then. Let's just take out Robert, and he drinks blood. Make him addicted to the bliss of my kiss who will beg me to feed him. That's crazy. Since you have blood potency 6, such a small amount of blood is not enough to sate my hunger. How do I know my hunger? Okay, I'm hungry. My blood hunger is 1. I'm currently hungry. 4% chance. So, I mean, I'll just kill him, right? It's fleeting melancholy. Why would I not? I'm going to kill him. Right, so that's good. Blood potency is 6, which gives me powers of some variation. Blood surge. Increase my value. Surging my blood may increase your hunger. Speak through the blood. Forcing your children. Oh, yeah, because I'm supposed to have children, right? Fortitude. And shapeshift. So these then give me different advantages. So blood surge will make me tougher. So over time I get better skills. Okay, all right, I'm understanding it. I'm getting there. And then I have William, who is part of my herd. I'm gonna keep a herd of fire mortals. So then I assume my income and everything else is gonna come from this. Herd size increased by 1. Annual residence experience. Okay, all right, I'm getting it. So let's just take out this guy. If he is, being a nuisance, we'll take him out. I need a bit more prestige for that. Thomas Beckett. Hey, yo. Am I allowed multiple soulmates? How does this work? Oh, I can have 2 soulmates. My vassal, champion, and soulmate. That's an abuse of power, isn't it? That's the scariest thing about this. Whoa, okay. Vitru, what is this? The FRA is the... Okay, I'm one of these. Sure. Learn more about the factions. There's so much. Okay, here we go. The boy king Antonius. The Lysander, Bane of Carthage. What? My cousin. If Cato was the orator that brought down Carthage, Lysander was the sword. You son of a bitch. I'm going to take him out. Supports the patricians. So we all support the patricians. 12, the faction takes over the 4-8. And who am I? How do I know what I am? Okay, right. We'll get there when we get there, I guess. King of Kings. Dynasty had no Ventru other than himself can hold an empire title. So this is Unifying Clan Ventru. Scepter in the Sun. Mythos has come close to dominate the religious landscape once already in ancient Rome. Tonight, mankind seems unreachable, but as a prominent mentor of the Ventru, there's still a possibility to seize control of the clan via the faith. I can probably do that. So we grow in size, we become dynasty head. Hardestad, Alexander, and Camilla need to be in torpor or dead. That's cool. I'm currently lazy, and I loose up in the garden. Okay. Your vassals think you weak and love-struck, proving them otherwise. Before your reputation, so this is the timed one. This is available only between 1300. So, and it completely control England and Wales. That is my... Okay, I've got an aim now. I've got an aim, and I need to be a dynasty head. Okay, right. 53 living members. Who is currently the dynasty head? Surely it's me. Head of house. Head heir. Oh, so we did have a little bit of stasis. Okay, host Elysium. What's this? Change predator type. Man, okay, this is cool. Even in this, we've got an Iberian crisis. All right, what is this? Books, member of dynasty, he's my tributary. So why can I not offer vassalage? Different faith, recently waged war. I can release him from the tributary contract and then fight him. Well, we'll do that later. First up, we need enough to go after Mercia. They are my biggest threat. So I need to take out England and Wales. 640. Prioritize that. A two-headed cow was born. That's news. Okay. Someone else has control of this dynasty. Someone else does, for sure. Is it a culture thing? I'm the cultural head. But I'm the house head. Oh, it's going to be of Clan Ventru. Clan Ventru is headed by this guy. There we go. I understand now. Right. That's just CK3. That's on me. I'm just killing someone. I get a martial lifestyle. Yeah, okay. In return for a martial perk, which is going to be Casus Belli cost minus 50%. Look, I might not be good at a lot of things, but I know base game CK3. Let's go take this guy out. What the hell is this? Who are you? You're Czech. I feel like that's the least shocking thing. She wishes a gargoyle have fled the Tremere. Yeah, sure. Go on then. Come here. Come on, buddy. I'll catch you eventually. Boom. There you go. I will say, this is probably quite... What? High partitional. I'm not doing that. This is probably quite hard for people to run on their systems. I have a very good PC, and it's running a lot slower than base game CK3. Who's raiding me? The sacking of Dublin. Okay, the Duchy of Leinster. I'll get there. We'll get there when we get there. I'm not gonna lie. It's really hard to catch this guy. There we go. Go for Leicestershire. So how does my hunger go down? Does it go down over time, or is it... Oh god, I'm trying to convince her that I've been faithful. Have I been sleeping with Thomas Beckett? Mesmerize. Wait, what? He's my son? No, he's not. Why did it say that? Okay, we're good. Let's calm down. All I want to do is go over here. You're too far away for me to interact with. Wait, get over here! Honestly. Alright, we are close to winning this. But the problem is, I can't catch him. We are just so much slower than him. This is ridiculous. Look at him. There we go, finally. Caught him. Now I need to take back Wales. Who's going to win this? I better win the siege race. There we go. Whew. Alright. What's this? Eisner is the Ventru. The lowest ranking members are the tribunes. Sure. As you're the E4 in charge of them for this decade, I could draft a reform. Give me stress. I get max hostile schemes +1 for 5 years. Really not much. Let's win this. There we go. These guys have been raiding me. We'll take them out. Okay. Now, I want to keep 3 of these things. So let's keep Nottingham, Leicester, and Hurstingston. The rest can be given out. Northampton, Shrewsbury. Henry can have that one. Stafford is going to Robert of Norfolk, my grandson. Okay, good stuff. Let's get rid of this, unless... It's the difference in faith thing here. This guy is Norman. He's my great-grandson as well. Let's just go ahead and get rid of this tributary thing. We don't need it. Let's Hertify Mortal. And in the meantime, I want to see... So, this will increase my masquerade. Potentially do that, but I'm going to get hungry. So what does this do? It's going to improve things over time. Help me with numbers. So if I do Blood Surge for numbers, is that a permanent thing? Blood Surge Stewardship 3. I hope that's permanent. Oh, it didn't cost any blood hunger. Let's go on a journey. We could learn new abilities. I don't have enough prestige. How much is it going to do? 1,000 prestige. 1,000 prestige. Jesus, that's creepy. Jeez, okay. Christ. All right, I need prestige. Only way I know how to get prestige is a feast, but I don't have the ability to have a feast. I could plan a pilgrimage, worldly pilgrimage, to where? Is there not one to... What the hell can I do to get prestige then? Mithril Seal. Okay, cool. Pop that there. How the hell am I going to get prestige? And why am I called lazy? Learn to master my beast. Let's do that. Can any peace be possible? Let's try that. This is Praetorians. Disband, rename them. I mean, I'm a little confused to what the coterie is. It's a hand-picked group of individuals who go on journeys together. It's boys on tour. Understood. I get it now. Alright, what can I do here? Stress loss, maximum herd size, animal residence experience, nightly caravan. These don't really seem that great. Let's get maximum herd size, because I might as well. Is there anything I can build here that's particularly special? In London, blood tax. Yes, there is. Okay, so this is going to hurt control and development. I need prestige to get these. Okay, influencing the underworld. Okay, cool. Right, I'm going to stand in this. How am I getting prestige? That's what it runs into, isn't it? Oh, okay, so I have overextension. If I increase 50 to the level of 50, I get massive amounts of overextension. Okay. I'm just looking around at stuff, really. The true loyalist. My son truly believes in Mithras scores and his most trusted lieutenant. All right, I think my only real way to get prestige here will be to go on a pilgrimage. So let's go on a worldly pilgrimage. We're going to go up to Lothian. Let's just see if this does anything. Huh? Hold up. You know my preferred diet. Okay. Another one did as well. Okay. So that didn't really give me any prestige. All right, well, it's enough, though, for this. Disloyal champions. Huh? Their opinion's still below 0 next to it. Okay, so this is Matthew. He's upset. Can I sway you? I'll just give him some money. Okay, we've got a new guy. One of the mortal instigator of the 4th Crusade recently came back to France. I can get this guy in. The unrepentant Crusader. Cool. Let's bring him in. This is a clearly man that's meant to become a potential powerhouse. Now someone is trying to nick them from me. I'm just going to yell at him and be like, it's mine. This guy becomes my rival. That's fine. There we go. We've nicked this. Will you just... No, you're not going to accept that. All right, let's go Holy War for county because then it doesn't include prestige. Okay, my daughter and this spy master is blackmailing me. Sure, I have all the hooks you want. I don't care. Legit, everyone knows I'm a diablerist, like in private. Not officially, but everyone knows it. Right, we're going to try and spend piety as our main thing, currency, instead of prestige. Hunger is every Canaanite learns to endure. Does it have to be? Oh, we found it. Okay. We're going to go and see if we can find a guy that's going to help solve hunger. Unfortunately, because all of my boys traveled with me, we have very few good fighters. I think our troops should be capable, but yeah. Redemption. The name of this redemption is Golconda. Okay. I don't know that I necessarily want to do that. Golconda is a way to return to humanity. Canaanite walks the path must never let their humanity slip whilst committing murder or theft. Frenzy has to be avoided at all cost. Damn, okay. I'm not going to do that because I think I'm enjoying being a vampire. But there's some like storylines you can do here. You know what I mean? Like a repentant vampire. Mystery Empire and hidden to the gates of mortal was no easy task. So we've gotten a growing overextension. So we're over 50. Okay, I think... Didn't it say I could appoint someone to help me with that? The rat catcher. Imperial Envoy, isn't that it? No? Imperial Envoy. That's the one I need. Wherever they are. Is that what I was just looking at? I think it is. Imperial Envoy. There you go. Let's put Thomas Beckett in charge. There's a lot of different court guys I could add in here. I've got a dangerous faction. These 3. That's fine. It's going to send Matthew money. This whole swaying thing really isn't working. This guy's claims. Let's do it. Go for it. We're going for Cornwall on behalf of someone else. Okay. I'm going to break up with Thomas Beckett. It's not you, it's me. I just don't want to, like, you know, go mental. Like, the game specifically warned me, do not go over your stress. Huh? Oh, dear. Silence of Death and Pack Leader Dunlop, the butcher count, dislikes me. That's fine. That's fine. Give me gold. Embarrass yourself. Your childer will give me a tithe. Tell me a secret. Serve me. Break the masquerade. Kill yourself. Your entire line. Damn. Stop scheming. Cease attacking me. Kill my enemy. That's cool. Give me money. Speak through the blood. They all just gave me money. The Shadow Reconquista wants to become my tributary. Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Also, bloods. Now, this is a problem. Should make them forget. Okay, I see this. All right. So, I'm imperiled right now. Oh, 25% chance I gain exposure. Cool. It worked. But I do need to be careful. There we go. So you're pretty happy with me. Yep. The old warrior. There's only one left in the baronies of Avalon. So the truce does not mean anything. I'm okay with that. I think they do mean something. I just think they're very short, or I just messed up. Okay. Apparently I'm hungry. Yeah, go on then. Let's go for a little bit of a hunt. I'm starting to understand the gameplay loops. It just feels very vibrant, which is very cool. This guy's quite young though. 947. He's the head, whereas I'm like 2000. To be fair, I've been sleeping, haven't I? That's my whole backstory, isn't it? Assume control. There we go. Lose up in the garden. We lose lazy. Satisfied. Hosting Elysium gives me legitimacy, which I already have abundance of, and piety. Give you various plans depending on the skill level. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. So they're gonna be asking me things. Okay, let's see. Don't expect anything good if they're lousy at their job. So it depends on how good our council is. Okay, let's see. Diligent Chamberlain. Bloody investments. That seems very good. So else is a lackluster plan because she's not very good. But because we're hidden, we get 150 prestige. That's really nice. Oh, I'm trying to kill them. All right, none of them suit me. I'm banning the hunt. Okay, I'm gonna have to just try and like eat someone else. So I'd probably have to try abducting people, right? This is really cool. Can't be imprisoned during sieges or raids anymore. All right. Okay, so it's been some time. And the reason for that is I've been playing this for a further hour and a half. Unfortunately, CK3 does what CK3 occasionally does and freezes my PC. Usually this isn't a problem, but today is the only day that I've been recording in MP4, not .mkv. For those of you who don't know, what that means is if my PC gets frozen, if OBS crashes, if anything like that happens, then the entire video file is corrupted. That's fun. Let me take you through what I have done. I managed to diablerize this guy, which means I consumed him. The series of events is that you have to, it's a super hard scheme to succeed, but you have to scheme against them like a murder scheme, then resist their defenses. In this case, this guy was trying to make me love him. And then I have to beat him in hand-to-hand combat. And I then consumed him, which has made me very, well, actually quite powerful, which is very nice. I have blood potency 8. What that means is every time I use this blood surge, it increases my skills by 4. Another thing I want to show you is I found the oldest character on the map, Emperor Charon. He's the ferryman, obviously. Then there's the last white howler. Got other stuff like this guy. I don't know who that is. I've tried sorting by age, but it doesn't quite work. So you get some people like this that are like, I think he's a mummy? The Herald of Destruction. The Black Shepherd, the Hateful Sworn, the Herald of Hakim, the Skinless One, Herald of Destruction, Shulgi will watch the world burn in inferno of righteous retribution. So that's fun. This is set. That's also cool. So Enoch is my great-grandfather, and we came from the Lord of the Night. And our father's actually still around, which is kind of cool. Got Nurgle, the great enemy. There is no hope for this world. Only the slow, agonizing descent into madness and despair. Let me end it. And then there's the utter darkness, which is by far the coolest description. The abyss looked at him, and the abyss recoiled in horror. Valhamman over here. Carthage was destroyed by Romans, but it was long lost before they even made it to the city. There's definitely some lore here surrounding Carthage. Lazarus, the faithless son. Very cool. Best way I can do this is if I do some of all skills, then you can start seeing the super powerful guys. Like Emperor Yu Huang. We are actually the 4th most competent. There's the guy whose dad I killed. My wife. The Dog of War. Oh, it's Subutai. See what I mean? There's like a combination of fictional and also historical characters. Duke Camilla Pontifex Maximus. This is the person we're trying to kill. I'll explain why we're trying to kill her in a second. But she's very, very strong indeed. Her prowess is higher than even mine, which is not good if we want to try and, you know, kill her 1-to-1. Suleiman, okay. Anna Komnena, very cool. The prince in waiting was denied her right of birthright in life. This is, yeah, I like this. Ibrahim, he who remembers. Obviously, we've got Helen of Troy. Very, very cool. There's Menelaus. I think he's the way he's trying to take out Helen of Troy. I wonder who has the best, like, trait. So you have the highest diplomacy. Highest martial is Subutai. Diplomacy, stewardship is my... intrigue is my wife. And learning over there. So yeah, I also managed to conquer most of my island. We're currently at war over here to get Reba. The reason I need that is because for this decision over here, to intertwine my like cult and our clan, we need these 3 dead. Hardstadt, who I killed already, Alexander, who is in Lithuania, and Camilla, who is in Rome. So the idea is I'm going to try and get here and nip across. The problem is I would love to just do this and create a Web of Knives contract. The problem is I can't live for another 100 years, damn. It will automatically fail if they have higher than 40 or 20 intrigue and 40 prowess or something like that. And obviously she is very, very high prowess. So I'm trying to just murder her normally. I think it's about caught you up. Honestly, there's been a lot of waiting. I think it's the nature of the sort of the mod and the subject matter that things are just really obviously quite drawn out, which I'm okay with, to be clear. Oh god, I'm dying. This is not good. Also, over time, you have these things here, like the earthquake of Sicilia, right? It's a cool reminder of, like, we are in the sub-level. There are things happening on the surface. So, for example, Baghdad was sacked by the Mongols. Now, let's give this a go. It just disappears. Okay, I'm not sure what happened, but my scheme disappeared and she died, but I can't tell how. So, we're just going to claim that as a victory. We've got one more guy to go for. So we're going to abduct him. To be fair, maybe I can diablerize him. Okay, I'm diabolizing him as well. All right, we do crush. So when we are a commander, I don't know what crushed means, and I can't... Ah, there we go. -5 prowess to them, and every rule on the opposite side with battle modifier crushed. All right, clearly the whole killing thing is not going to work. Or the abducting. Oh, Great Fire over Lubeck. 3rd Great Fire, damn. I want a Blood Surge. I can't, well, until the end of this year. I should also hunt. It takes, like, if I want to win these, like, little duels and stuff, it does take a lot of blood. Okay, I've also dropped my exposure, so I'm still hidden. Oh, I'm just going to kill this random person. Sorry, love. We're going to hunt William and kill him. This guy's the Herald of Cain. There's so much, like, stuff. All right, I've tracked Alexander to his haven. Now we can attack him. Here we go. All right, here it is. We've gone for diablerie. He's tried to seduce us, I guess is the best word. Mesmerize us, and now we do it. he instantly gets -5 battle modifier, and he is still a formidable opponent. No turning back now. All right. So he has done dual edge rank 3. Medium increases likelihood of success. Becomes harder to injure myself. Wounds only make me stronger. Let's do that. So I mean, I'm just going to start. My blood will give me strength. I'm going to start doing this. Dual edge rank 11. I'm just going to keep attacking him as much as I can. He's got dual rank 15. Damn. And there we go. We do take a damage. All that means. There we go. I like how the game tries to tell me as well what it wants me to do. If I say do not diablerize him. So we've got 3 options. Either I devour his soul, which will kill him. Right? Which is like illegal, basically. 25% chance of unconquered soul. Which means my portrait traits and faith might get overwritten by the victim. So I might become more like him. I just murder him, you know? No risk for your soul, but no increase in hour, and do not diablerize him. And then the game tells me, do not let him go. So I imagine that's the beast speaking to me. Let's do it. There we go. So I've eaten him. And we get the Scepter and the Sun, because all 3 of them are dead. Mithras has come close to dominating the religious landscape once already in ancient Rome. Tonight, mankind seems unreachable, but as a prominent member of the Ventru, there is still a possibility to seize control of the clan via the faith, if some small matters are dealt with first. Mithraism, faith, gives, like, now gets number of knights and knight effectiveness. We get Lord of Light, which I think we already had, but, you know, Clan of Faith is 1. Boom! The line between ancient vampire and god is thin, but in Mithras' case it's even blurry. The sheer charisma and power of the entity known as a god to ancient Persians and Romans is still staggering. Even though mortals have moved on, the shift of a paradigm has recently occurred. With the lack of any credible rivals to the mantle of Ventru leadership, the cult of Mithras has managed to gather sufficient influence to, in a way, become Clan Ventru itself. No longer confined to Britannia, the faithful of the unconquered sun are much more powerful than ever, and their undeniable faith is shaking vampires' tenets to the core. The biblical origin story is starting to fade from younger vampires' memories, replaced instead by inspiring tales of undying champions faithful to the warrior sun god. So this is me basically replacing our origin story. So the general idea is that we came from Cain, and this is me going, no, we came from me. Sometimes I amaze myself. Very cool. So now that's Mithraism right there. Mithraism's there. I think you stayed as Eternal Senate. So if I flip to the religion map mode. Yeah, look, Mithraism is now literally everywhere. So who's currently in the clan? Some random dude over here. Yeah, you are part of this. Let's see. So how many of them did join? Mithraism, Equitium. So you aren't. Landric isn't. You are. The Boy King is also not. And such a cool thing. In Search of Divinity, Antonius found immortality, a trade-off that he's still unsure of to this night. So most of them did, some didn't. The hell is Shattered? It's a weird mix of faiths, this. So now if I blood surge my intrigue, Godred Magnus and the Manx. The last remnant Viking Britannia, Alaman, has finally fallen to Scottish forces. Well, or me. The leader managed to... This is the last Viking of Britannia. And then we have the Devil's Wife? Damn! You've been a woman in Toulouse has been accused of sleeping with the devil, an ordinary human being. Well, convert. Nice. She used to be innocent. The majority of humans are innocent. They're ignorant of the world of darkness. All right, well, I've shown her that that's not quite the case, is it? Let's also unify the Isles. About time we did that. -6 current roll, because I've got... That's a minimum. That is a horrible roll. I don't know why he's recently disembarked, which has helped me a little bit. Scrawless protector of Troy. Huh. Troy's unlikely protector. One that came from the invaders a long time but stayed in love with the city. I mean, nice, I guess? Why are you here? Yeah, I can do Dynasty Legacies. Behold our deeds transcending our commands. Ventura Legacy. That gives us heavy infantry. Legacy of Camilla. Legacy of Optimus. Legacy of Mithras gives damage and toughness. You're welcome. Well, that's very cool. What else do we have here? Ashen Knights, Ashen Cults. Then the normal ones. Alright, we've unified the island. Well, the islands, I should say. So this one, because I have 102, no other Ventru other than yourself can hold an Empire title. It's hard for me to tell who is a Ventru and who isn't. I don't know how to strip someone's title from them, though. That's the problem. Well, this guy's joined my court, but, you know, so I can declare war, I believe, for his claim, but he's still a hard start. He got dismissed. I'd need him to collapse from the inside, and I don't know how to do that. Either that, or I, slowly whittle away at things. So I'd have to take out all these different kingdoms and then get the empire of this myself. What empires are there? Courts of Love. Hispania. Carthage is an empire. Abyssinia follows a set. Ajuran. The Anda Horde. I wonder what a horde looks like. Midgard. That's cool. Alright, I'm going to go look at the starts of the other ones. I'm quite happy with having completed that. I would say I completed this storyline. I mean, did everything I needed to do. Right, where's that, really, the one that said it was impossible? Was it Bloodlines? I can't quite remember. There's so much content here. Yeah, this. Why are you impossible? Let's see. Tribal holdings mostly don't care or actively want to lower development or access to buildings, okay? They're mortal. They're completely mortal. Okay. So why is this impossible? I've got one little tribe here. The last cat standing. I'm the only one left. Is there going to be like a little pop-up? All right, furry friends. No, we just get a cat. Pet cat. No feline left behind. Let's see. King of the Bast. Nature's house mistress. Your animal kin. Let's see. Their protection is our duty. Go strong with the struggle. So now... Yeah, okay. So now I've got a couple of these guys that are around. That are my faith and stuff. Okay. And create a pride. The big cats. I'm not playing this seriously, chat. So I'm just trying to explore it and see what open to us here. Okay. There's a lot of cool stuff there. So I don't feel as impossible as it said it would have been. Don't know what the hell you messed this up. Look at this guy. It's been more nibbled away at him. He's still lazy. All right, let's have a look at the other ones. So what's a hunter's like? Carl Schrecht. This is the one I, like, instantly my eye was drawn to. A lone man with a mission. Carl Schrecht is perhaps the most infamous independent hunter of his time. The stern gentleman has no patience with diplomacy and no love for organized hunter cells. He fights alone. Damn. And as the amount of defeated vampires rises in his wake, the children of Cain start to take notice. For the very first time in a long time, mere mortals start to make them feel emotion they thought beneath them fear. Very cool. One night you might find your match, however. Until then, however, you continue killing them one by one. Let's have a little look at what he's doing here. This is definitely a campaign I'd love to do. All right, main hunter mechanics. Could have children. Without the backing of the Catholic Church, prepare for a difficult game. The monsters out there are much more powerful than you are and also use powers that you can only dream of. Your main asset is the find lair character interaction that allows you to isolate an enemy and hopefully kill them. Even that has risks as the foes are often strong enough to win in that case. Damn, okay. So my Catholic, I'm independent and Bavarian. Independent of any governing ecclesiastical body, these hunters follow their own idiosyncratic wars against these supernatural hollows of the world of darkness. Oh my god. No age. No prowess lost from age because I'm a hunter. All right. Can use hostile schemes against their own children. I'm quick, a blade master, a famous champion. Not bad, is that, huh? That prowess not bad. Callous, zealous, and stubborn. So, where am I? I'm over here. So I've got a hideout here. That's cool. Supply tent. This is the standard stuff. I imagine it will probably have some other interesting things going on. Ooh. Fearsome Carl, your fame as a hunter of monsters has grown quite a lot recently, thanks to your victory against one powerful fiend named Igerman. Can I see the kills? Oh, I don't think I have to kill this. That's a shame. So they're trying to recruit me. Can say no, yell no, or time to move. Establish an adventure camp because I have the DLC. Mild wealthy citizenry. Okay, so there's a lot of like... I mean, this doesn't feel as well fleshed out as I was anticipating. How do I go out? I mean, obviously I'll run around and do things like, you know, try and isolate. Find lair. Recover Greek fire. That's pretty cool. Strengthening, judging, strengthening Iquan. Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm misreading, but it doesn't seem like there's too much here. Which makes sense, given that you'd probably... what's this? Michael Scott. Age of Mathematics. Nice. It is probably more focused on like the other side of things, the underworld side of things versus the hunters. All right, so we're going to travel along because we don't have a cell. And we're off to go and take him out. Finally track down the fiend to its lair. There can be no mistakes. I must convince them. Soldiers of God, we storm this castle today. Let's destroy the assets in the fiend first. Feel like God, or I'll just kill you myself. Let's do it ourselves. Here we go. Let's do it. I will win no matter what the cost. This one is tough. Despite you dispatch most of the guards and attack during the daytime, this fiend is still a formidable foe. Confident you can win thanks to daylight with a slow and arduous process. So I'm going to take 2 superficial damage, which should disappear soon. Also, I haven't gone down any of these. Presumably Valor is the one we want. I'll win no matter the cost. And we kill him. We've been injured quite badly. All right, well, chaps, I think that is going to conclude our brief foray into this mod, the Prince of Darkness mod. This is fantastic. I would love to, I hope this video does well, because I would love to do another video on this, exploring all these different characters and lore and fulfilling them. What I think I might do is select 3 characters in future and play out their arcs, and then we'll have like 3 stories sort of merged into one. I think that'd be a cool way to do this. Yeah, well, we'll see. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like the video and subscribe. It does mean a lot to me to have your support on this content creation journey. That is also my job. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. My personal thanks to Aiden Clark, who is said to be 7 feet tall. Lewis Wright, who once killed a man with his bare thumb. Redguard76, whom I've been secretly in love with this entire time. And the Schmoobler, who needs no introduction. Also thanks to Crilly, Ghostwolf, and Jason White for being my Patreon supporters. Means a lot, guys.